So many people just don't know it ever happened.
Each one had a story, right? Each one had come to America in the hope of a better life. Each one was probably supporting other family members, so that the loss was incalculable.
When there was a fire, the girls were locked in and couldn't get out. They were jumping from the upper floors of the factory.
My name is Annie Collins.
And what are you doing?
I'm the Senior Vice President for Programs and Education at the Lower East Side Tenement Museum. So the fire took place on March 25th, 1911. So this Friday will be the 105th anniversary of that fire. The fire started, they think, from a cutter, and a cutter was someone who cut the fabric and was in a very important position in the factory. And the cutter was sneaking a cigarette, apparently. And what they think is that the cigarette kind of fell into a bin. The fire started on the 9th floor. The factory itself was on the 8th, 9th, and 10th floors of the building. The fire department came right away. However, its ladders only reached the 6th floor of the building, and so they were helpless. I mean, imagine the fire workers, the firemen standing there unable to kind of reach these women. There were 146 victims. About 120 of them were women. They were immigrant women for the most part. In the wake of the fire, the public was extremely upset. The fire made New York pick up the progressive cause of workers' rights and reform and set an example for the rest of the country with regard to laws.
As a born and bred New Yorker, I grew up with the story of the Triangle Fire, and I always wanted to make something about it because I'm an artist. And in 2004, I just emailed a bunch of my friends and asked if they would be willing to go to the homes of the victims and write the names and the ages of the Triangle workers in front of their former homes to make a public memorial of our own.
I'm Marjorie Engel.
I'm Josie Engel.
We live in the East Village, and we've lived here since before Josie was born. First, we make sure we have good chalk. You know, you want the nice, thick sidewalk chalk.
And lots of colors.
Lots of colors. We found out about chalk when Josie was 7, and right away she was like, who is the youngest? I want a chalk for the youngest.
Her name was Kate, and she lived on like 13th between B and C. Is that right?
11th?
11th.
I think it's 11th.
11th Street.
And it just sounded like this absolutely lovely way to both remember the victims and to remember the history of the city, because it's so visceral, getting down on your knees and feeling the pavement and cement under your feet. When you're writing in chalk, you're writing in something that's going to wash away, and there's something powerful about that too, that nothing is forever, and so it's important to make a difference while you can. And it's also important to remember that change, nothing is constant except change.